Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Before watching this video, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Now let's start this video. General meaning of maritime lawyer. A maritime lawyer is a person who is specialized in that branch of law which specifically deals with the aspect of marine industry on the whole. A maritime lawyer has to be well versed in the aspect of compensation for seamen who have been injured, claims for compensation for accidents that have occurred when ships collide, and every other minute detail relating to the oceans and the seas and the happening there. A maritime lawyer specializes in maritime law, including admiralty law and international maritime law. In addition, maritime lawyers can practice law in specific areas, such as assisting maritime workers and seamen when injured on the job or representing the interests of cruise ships passengers injured while on vacation. Some maritime attorneys help with contract negotiation between vessel owners and third-party operators. They can also represent interests for major corporations that operate in the maritime industry like oil and gas companies, commercial fishing vessels, harbor and dock workers, cargo shipping companies, and cruise lines. The types of legal service and legal issues maritime lawyer can assist you with depends on their specific practice area. For example, most individuals will need a maritime attorney after being injured in a maritime accident. The concept of maritime law has been existent right from 17th and 18th centuries when sea travel was the common norm. But unlike in those times, modern-day maritime law has become far more encompassing due to the various laws and regulations passed by various nation-states. Therefore, a maritime lawyers need to be absolutely aware of a very vast of knowledge about the marine law of every major and minor nation. For a maritime lawyer, it is important to be aware of the laws of every nation because in today's times, business transactions involving the use of ships, trawlers, and boats comes within the purview of Coast Guard and Border Security Patrol. Therefore, in case there happens to be any breach accidentally by the seamen and fishermen in the boats and the trawlers, they have to depend on maritime lawyer to help them out of the crisis, making it important for the lawyer to understand whatever there needs to be understood about the vast area of the seas and the oceans. Additionally, a maritime lawyer also has to be sure about the specifics and the core of problems which could be controversial in some cases. Accident where the damage caused is neither too much nor too less, but where amount of compensation asked is questionable, or injured parties whose compensation levels need to be keenly monitored are some areas where our maritime lawyer has to pay lots of attention. For this purpose, has to keep an eye out for specific statutes and laws which stand ground in every nation across the world along with the specific laws of a particular nation. After sustaining an injury while on the job, maritime workers have specific protection through maritime laws, including the Jones Act and maintenance and cure payments. However, understanding this right can be challenging. Some employers might attempt to get out of their responsibilities or make the employee admit the accident was their fault, so they believe they have no grounds to seek compensation. By consulting with a maritime lawyer following an accident where you are injured, you quickly learn about your rights and what compensation you could be entitled to claim. Next, when retaining a maritime law firm to represent you, you get the assistance you need with filing your injury claim. Your lawyer negotiates with the insurance company to ensure you get the compensation you are entitled to receive. They are also willing to take your case to arbitration or trial if necessary. In addition, depending on your position in the maritime industry, location of work, and other factors, you could be entitled to file an injury claim and may not even realize it. By taking the time to consult with a maritime attorney, you could discover you have grounds to seek compensation. Act like the Jones Act, which specifically deals with seamen injured or death in the line of work and their compensation claims, is an area about which a maritime lawyers need to be specifically aware. Since a marine lawyer is involved with marine operations on a larger scale, and since the specialization is not known to many, it becomes important that a maritime lawyer allots proper care and consideration to each and every client so that they are able to receive a fair deal through the legal process. For starters, your lawyer will be familiar with all aspects of maritime law, the Jones Act, Maintenance and Cure Payment, the Longshore and Harbor Workers Compensation Act, and open water and international laws. Using this knowledge, your attorney can help you through the injury claims process. Furthermore, your lawyer can often negotiate a much larger settlement than you could obtain on your own. Even after your lawyer takes their payment from your settlement, you walk away with more compensation than attempting to negotiate your own settlement. When you need to hire a maritime lawyer, you should look for the following. First, number of years experience in maritime law. Second, where they represent maritime workers. Third, number of maritime workers represent. 4. Their case result. 5. Only represent injured parties. And 6. Bills on contingency fee basis. In today's maritime world, the protection of marine ecosystem and ecology has become very important. A maritime lawyer can help to solve the threats and problems posed by various events and incidents like the oil spill and so forth. Criminal lawyers and civil lawyers have their plate full by the activities happening on dry, solid ground. But now, even maritime lawyers have to be on their mark because of the evolving and increasing nature of marine operation. In their own way, maritime lawyers help to bring about a balance between the legal operation on land and the legal operation taking place on the waterways, and since walking on water is not that easy, their contribution to completely unique yet important area of legalist needs to be mentioned and duly appreciated. Whether your maritime lawyer will negotiate with the employer and insurance company or go straight to filing a lawsuit will depend upon how receptive the employer and insurance company. If they are putting off your case and not responding, your attorney may decide to file the lawsuit in order to get your case resolved as soon as possible. Regardless of how your maritime lawyer handles your case, there is no set way to determine how long a settlement will take. In some instances, your case may need to go trial, especially if your maritime lawyer is dealing with an uncooperative employer and insurance company. Most cases, however, will end in a settlement without having to set foot in a courtroom for trial. Yet, even settlement times are difficult to determine as each maritime injury case is different and will depend upon the circumstance surrounding your accident and injuries. Okay everyone, that's all this article today. Thank you so much for watching this video. Until the next one, bye bye.